role do you see the video game playing during the downtime between season 1 and 2?
I think it's wonderful. I mean, as a viewer myself, and I know you probably feel the same. When you've got a favourite TV show, it's terrible waiting for it to come back out again. I mean, especially these days, you get such great cliffhangers. The long form of storytelling, television drama is so dynamic. As I hope our show is. That you sit around for 8 months waiting for the thing to come back, chewing your nails. The wonderful thing about Defiance the game is it gives us the same universe, the same world, the same country. It's a persistent universe. You can just clock back into it whenever you get homesick, and that story will continue to evolve. So there'll be things going on that will be seeded into the game that will actually be precursors to the beginning of the next season. So if you're a gamer and you're getting into the game and you're logging on and you're actually playing, you're going to be getting yourself geared up and getting yourself ready for the beginning of season 2.
As a gamer, what are your thoughts about the actual game, having been able to play it now and get your hands on it?
I think it's awesome. I've discovered that there's a little bit of a narcissist in me. Like, I like it. I am the only person on the face of the planet who has the ability to go up to the Tryon guys at the booth and say, hey, can you put my skin on it? And my player character instantly has my skin on, and I get to run around as me, which is epic. I mean, I've been playing games since I was, 16, and nobody's ever offered that before. So I was just out there before, and the guys were like, yeah, we can throw your skin on. And I'm like, oh my goodness, that's fantastic. I love the game, and I love how elegantly and seamlessly the design and the application of Defiance the game matches Defiance the show. And for me, it's actually... It actually keeps down my homesickness for the show, because I'm running around the same gear, I'm using the same weapons, driving the same vehicles, it's the same world. So whenever I'm sitting around going, good, when are we going to start shooting again? I go, oh, I'll play the game. And I'm back in the world.
But you do have a pretty cool setup there in Toronto.
We're very, very lucky. Sci-Fi went to town on looking after us and doing everything they could to make sure that the show was successful. And, because we spend a third of our time in green screen, and we have a lot of visual effects, of VFX stuff, the decision was made to actually build the town, build us a backlot. And that doesn't happen very often. Usually you're on indoor sets, and the backlot gives us so many things. It cements the world in the real. You can be in the Lawkeeper's office and watching people wander past, as we always do, outside the door. Same with Doc Yule's or the Mayor's office. You're actually in the world. And as an actor, it's a treat. I mean, I'm literally walking around in the markets down in the Hollows, and that's how I get to set every morning. I've got a shortcut I take that apparently I'm not meant to because it's unsafe. Whatever. I play Nolan. So I run down the back of this, I'm not telling you what it is, but I run down the back of this little spot, and I cut through the Hollows on my way to the Lawkeeper's office, and you're in the world. It's lovely. We've been very well looked after, and there's a lot of commitment. I know that science fiction fans are always concerned that their show's going to go for 400 years, and that they're going to be looked after, and they're not going to invest themselves. I've heard you, I hear you. They're not going to invest themselves in something and only to have the rug cut out from under them. But they really have to know that Sci-Fi is deeply committed to Defiance, and we have just such a wonderful setup up there, I can't tell you.
As a gamer, what are your thoughts about being here at E3 and the whole focus seems to be on next gen?
Oh, I love that. I'm running around. I literally walked through the door and there was a big mech. I didn't even see which game it was for. I just went mech, out loud, mech. Like, I love it, and that's what we want to keep going, I think gaming's always going to be, and it's right that it's always about next gen, It's such a dynamic industry, and what we're trying to do with Defiance is start to tie the two worlds together. The world of storytelling and television, and the world of gaming. What gaming can bring to television is that dynamic nature, is that thing of always striving forward, always looking to the next platform, the second screen experience. The convergence of everything onto one screen. That kind of technology-driven, point-of-the-sword nature that gaming has is of enormous value, I think, to film and television as an industry. And, vice versa. I think we have a a depth and an enormous experience of storytelling in film and TV that can be brought to gaming to enrich that, you know. So, no, more of it, mate. And E3 is brilliant. I mean, it's like a candy store for a gamer.
Yeah.
It's genius. I love it.